So I had a customer walk in the other day. And the only way I could really describe him is he looked like he was told a bad joke in like 1986, and he had just sworn off fun ever since. He, of course, skips the pleasantries. He gets right to business. He says, "I'm running for Congress. I need you to fix my phone." Because he's a big shot. He says it like I should be honored helping him, because he's gracing me with his presence, and that means that I'm indebted to him. I smirked a little bit because it was just so ridiculous. Like, dang, dude, how long you been in politics? I've never done politics before. I'm running independent. And silly me, I thought you had to have, like, qualifications to run for Congress, and that really was my bad. I should have known better because they're just picking anybody off the street, seemingly, at this point. I'm like, oh, dang, I really thought you had to have done it before or something like that. And I think he thought I was insulting him. I was just genuinely surprised. He's like, no, obviously you haven't had to do it before. Like, what do you think happens with Congress? I'm like, dude, I don't think about Congress. I work with customers every day. I try not to think about politics as much as possible. I have bad news for you here. You're not getting anything from me. This guy had deleted his phone number off of his phone, which is impressive because you have to hit the delete button 4 times to get the eSIM to delete off your phone, right? They don't make it so you can do it by accident. He's like, yeah, I need you to fix this right now. It's my campaign phone because, he's running for Congress. I'm like, dude, how'd you do this? You got to hit this button so many times. What'd you do to it? Like, I didn't do anything. It just messed up. It's a phone thing. Like, I'm not good at technology. Like, what can you expect? I'd expect that if you're running for Congress, you're smart enough to work a telephone. Which, again, is kind of my bad because looking at it, that's not how that works at all. I decided that since he was holding me hostage here and was obviously going to sit and talk about himself the whole time, that I was going to ask him some interesting questions. My first one was, so why do you think you're qualified to run for Congress? A question that you probably would have prepped. He was shook. I watched him snap back to reality. He did a little face shake thing. It was like he was back on the trail. Like, well, I mean, of course I'm qualified to run for Congress. Like, I was a doctor. There it is. There's the entitlement. I found it. Like, oh, dang, what's the crossover like for that? Like, is there any crossover from being a doctor to working in politics? And he's like, well, of course there's crossover. I was basically a public servant already as a doctor. In case I forgot he was a doctor. I made this, like, little wincy face. I was like, got a little defensive, and he's like, I don't know why I'm justifying myself to you. I can run for Congress whenever I want. Which I think is the perfect demeanor for somebody in Congress. Disrespectful, egotistical, a little bit entitled. And don't forget, absurdly defensive whenever anything they say or believe is called into question. Anyway, I fix his phone, and as he's leaving, he's very huffy and puffy. He's muttering under his breath the entire time that I, dare question him and his authority. Anyway, I got nosy, and we looked him up, of course, afterwards, because why would you not? 2 out of 5 stars. Didn't have to go very long before finding a negative review. Said, didn't listen, was very egotistical, and did not care about patient safety. So obviously, the transition to Congress will go swimmingly.